Good evening, and welcome to Lynn's After Work Words of Wisdom. This is Wednesday, it's September the 4th, and as you can see, Hurricane Dorian has left us alone. We do have a little wind still in the West Palm Beach area, but compared to what we were experiencing just 2 days ago, this is nothing. It hasn't rained all day, and we're just feeling so blessed. But we're asking you to please pray for the people of the Bahamas who suffer such devastation. And wherever you are and you're seeing this, if you're able to get supplies together, please get supplies together and find out where in your area they're doing a hurricane relief to send items to the Bahamas. They need all kinds of items. They need dry goods. They need canned goods, water filtration systems, saws, generators, blankets, towels, clothing, baby supplies, yes, baby diapers, juices, anything that you think that you may be able to send to them. And please make them new items, not used, but help out our sisters, our brothers, the people of the Bahamas when you get an opportunity, because we are truly blessed, especially those of us in Florida that were spared from the hurricane. Thank you for joining me today, and this is part 4 of the 4 agreements. You know, I started this Monday, the end of August, and I started telling you about the book where Miguel Ruiz wrote called The 4 Agreements. So just so I can just recap and bring you up to speed, in case you haven't seen the other broadcasts. The first one was always do your best. Second, be impeccable with your word. And on Monday, I talked about make no assumptions. Today, the 4th agreement, which we will talk about, is take nothing personal. Now, to me, this is the hardest of all 4 agreements, because we tend to want to think that the world centers around us, right? I mean, if it's happening to us, because of us, and for us. Have you ever been in a situation where you walked in a room and there was a group of people in there and they were talking, and when you walked in, they stopped talking and they turned and looked at you? What did you think? I know I've done that on numerous occasions, and depending on the crowd I'm in, I might think, they must be talking about me. I wonder what they over there saying about me. Or sometimes when I'm feeling myself, I think, oh, look at them. They looking at me. I must be looking good today. Now, we always want to think that everything evolves around us. Haven't you done it before? Well, let me tell you. Usually, it has nothing to do with you. Usually, people aren't even thinking about you. And that's what's so funny about it. We think they are, but they could care less about us for the most part. Most times, people aren't doing anything to you or for you. They could care less that you walked in the room. They just happened to notice it was somebody. It was not about you personally. But we want to think that. You know, people have an opinion about us, and if it's a negative opinion, we get all bent out of shape behind somebody else's opinion about us. Why? Don't you know that their opinion about you really has nothing to do with you? It has nothing to do with your belief system. It has nothing to do even with your truth. Usually when somebody has an opinion about you, it's based on their expectations, it's based on their belief system, and it's based on their experiences. We all react to things based on what we know. not on what other people know, not on what other people even do. We react based on our beliefs. Even what you think about yourself is not always the truth. Sometimes it's those limiting beliefs in the back of your head telling you that, and that's not really what's going on. So you can't let what other people say about you, say to you, or think about you bother you. When you're able to decide that you're not going to take it personally, then you get a freedom, because you're like, it really doesn't matter what they say. Think about all the people who may have told you what you weren't going to do or what you couldn't do. If you don't let that bother you, if you don't pay attention to what they say, when you realize it's based on maybe their jealousy or it's based on what they wish they could do, and that's why they're saying you can't do it because they don't think they're capable of doing it, you won't let it stop you. You know, my coach, I often tell y'all, my coach, Lisa Nichols, says what other people think about you is none of your business. That's right. Don't care what they think about you. Free yourself to move forward with your dreams. And you know, when other people know that they can say something to you that will get you all emotionally involved and knock you off your game, then they're the ones that have the power and the control over you. You are no longer in control. So why would you want that to be true? Why would you want them to know that they can push that button? Isn't it better if you're in control? So how do you get to that point? I'm going to tell you, it's not easy. It is not easy at all. This is one of the hardest, like I said, agreements to make with yourself. And you have to practice it each and every day. You know, they say sometimes you got to grow thick skin. And that's kind of true. But your skin doesn't need to be so thick when you realize that it's really not about you. It's all about them. And then you might even start to feel sorry for them, that they feel they've got to put you down in order to raise themselves up. So, if you get an opportunity, read the book that goes into so much more detail. I just wanted you to know that there are 4 things out there that if you make the agreements with yourself and you're able to abide by them and you work every day towards them, that you will have a better life. You will have a happier life. You will allow the stress will be lifted from you, and you'll be able to move closer and closer to your dreams. So what are they? Always do your best. Always do your best. Be impeccable with your word. If you say it, mean it. Watch the words that come out of your mouth. Then make no assumptions. Ask questions. If you don't know the answer, ask. Before you move on something, ask. Don't get mad at somebody because you thought they knew what you were thinking and you didn't have the guts to tell them what was truly on your mind. Don't make assumptions and don't ask them to assume either. And then, no matter what happens, no matter what people say about you, no matter what people say to you, don't you take that personally. You go on and you live your dream and you move forward doing what you know to be your truth. You will have a happier life. You will have a much more fulfilled life. And we will be able to see the light that God put within you. Until next time, I'm Lynn Whitfield, your sister and your beacon of light, leading you and navigating you to a brighter and better tomorrow. Now go out and be better on purpose. And remember, if you got some goods that you can send, please help the people in the Bahamas and contribute to a hurricane relief somewhere near you. Until Monday, take care. Love you.